Hello humans and lizard people, welcome to another time lapse for a drawing I did at the end of last year. So this is Frej the sausage dog, who I had in a couple of videos. So I used to walk him a couple of times a week, and it's actually how I made some of my best friends. So here in Sweden, when I started working again, I saw that there was this old lady and this old guy who would go out with their sausage dog. And I thought, since I worked where they lived, I thought I can, figure out what apartment they're at. And I wrote a letter asking them if I would be allowed to walk their dog for them. Because he honestly had so much energy and they were struggling. So I sent them the letter, had my phone number, and they contacted me. And since then we have been friends, and I go over to their place. Before it was a lot more, and then the pandemic happened and they moved to the countryside. Now they're back, so hopefully I will go back a lot more. But unfortunately, things for Frej didn't really work out because, first of all, he was much too energetic for them, which is common in hunting dogs, which sausage dogs are bred to be hunters, to search out things. And they were probably a bit too hopeful when they got him. They thought that they weren't too old to take care of a dog like him, but unfortunately they were. So with my help, obviously, he was able to get out a lot of his energy, and we would go to the dog park and I would run with him and all that sort of stuff. But then the pandemic happened and they moved to the countryside, and he had a really good 2 years of running around in nature every day, running up mountains. I mean, he had a really wonderful time during that period. But when they came back to Stockholm, they realized that they weren't going to be able to take care of him in the city because they would have to walk along with him, and they were just struggling. So they gave them to one of their brother-in-law, and unfortunately Frej bit the brother-in-law. And obviously when you have a dog like that who bites, you do have to really consider putting them down. I personally am very sad because if I had known about it, I would have taken him in, because one of the reasons why he might bite is because dogs, cats, other animals, they really struggle in the beginning with a lot of change, and they need time to adjust. And during that time, things like being bitten can happen. So I personally am just very sad about that. So that's why I did this drawing, so I could, think about how I felt about him, and picture him in doggy heaven having a wonderful time. And that's what this drawing is about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment if the comments aren't disabled by YouTube. And yeah, have a wonderful week. Hey door.